Up next, the Roma Russian Gypsy dance group, aged 6 to 70 years old. These artists love to come out and perform at community events and share the passion, character, and beauty of gypsy dance, music, and folklore.
Great colorful outfits. Coming up next is the Blackberry Artists Society, and its 23 members are proud to be the local artists cooperative in the area. They operate the Blackberry gift shop located in the Art Center, and they are certainly having some fun showcasing their artistic abilities.
Close behind is the Tri-City Chinese Community Society. It is a nonprofit organization with about 1,000 local members, many of who are out today sharing their culture.
Following right up behind, we have Coquitlam Center and their mascot with a slogan of, what are you shopping for?
Now we have the Crossroads Hospice Society. 2013 is a milestone year for Crossroads Hospice Society as they celebrate their 25th year of providing compassionate support to those facing the end-of-life experience. Their Inlet Center Hospice currently serves about 150 patients each year.
Next up, of course, is the Canadian Power and Sail Squadron, winner for the Best Community Association. They've got Boston Whalers, Sea-Doos, sailboats. The Canadian Power and Sail Squadron represent all of those who love the local waters, no matter their vehicle of choice. Yes! Thank you. It's all about getting on a boat. Who said you can't take a band on the road? Now look at this cute little vehicle coming by. It's the Poco Inn and Suites Hotel. The Poco Inn and Suites has long been a supporter of the local charity organizations, and they have recently undergone some renovations in their guest rooms and invite all of us to come on down and visit them soon.
Looks like we have more dancers coming by. The Encore Dance Academy. For over 20 years, it has been a home for over 500 local dancers that range in age from 2 to 72 years old. They have performed professionally at Disneyland, cruise ships, at the Olympics, and at parades throughout the Lower Mainland.
Following right up behind is the Pocomo Youth Services Society. The face of the Pocomo Youth Services Society is certainly the Youth Bus, which you can be seen in the community on Fridays and Saturday nights.
Next up, the Hayek Festival Association. The city of New Westminster was the first capital city in British Columbia, and today is celebrating its 154th birthday. Their float is all about celebrating their history and acknowledges the British Royal Engineers who first helped establish the city.
More great music, more great dancing. Dancing right behind them, the Port Moody Art Center Society. Let's welcome the Port Moody Art Center Society Mad Hatters. Last weekend, the group held a very successful Mad Hatters Tea Party and hat-making extravaganza.
And we have the Healing Paws Veterinary Care. Provides support for our furry friends. They are located in the Klahani community and are joined today by some of their clients. More very cute dogs.
Stop trying to take the dogs home. Following up behind is the Rotary Club of Port Moody. The Rotary Club of Port Moody, of course, is an international service organization that helps out the community locally and internationally. They recently acquired this delivery truck that you see coming down the way, and we need to give a big thank you to today for the Rotarians who were up very early this morning helping out with all the marshalling of this parade.
I think I see more dancing following behind. It's Port Moody Cheer. It's our local Port Moody Cheer and Dance team with a history going back to 1994. Our local cheer and dance team made up of Port Moody kids has certainly got some pep in their step. Woo. Oh my goodness.
You got to be impressed. They're trying that on concrete. I wonder who did the insurance overwriter for this.
Thank you.
Amnesty International coming up, the Tri-Cities branch. Amnesty International's goal, obviously, is to protect and defend human rights for all people around the world. The Tri-Cities branch is a dedicated group who hold public awareness and fundraiser events to support human rights.
Falun Dafa Association of Vancouver is right close behind. It's also known as Falun Gong. It's an ancient form of mind-body practice that originates from China and is now practiced in over 100 countries around the world. Exercises and meditations are based on universal principles of truthfulness, compassion, and forbearance.
Next up, following up behind, Rocky Point Sailing Association's coming around the corner. Here comes the Rocky Point Sailing Association on nice days like, well, I was going to say like today, but most days, it is great to be on the colorful vessel out in the Burrard Inlet.
Up next, we have Beyond the Grape on-premise winemaking. Beyond the Grape is proud to be a Port Moody's only on-premise winemaker, and that is one big bottle of wine that they are showing off. They are also proud to be a part of the Tri-Cities Chamber of Commerce 2009 Small Business of the Year. Dave's asking for samples. Is there any samples? No?
I wasn't asking, I just was suggesting. Following up behind the delicious wine is Hyde Creek Watershed Society. We can all be proud of the Hyde Creek Watershed Society and all the work that they do to help raise public awareness about salmon and their habitat. Did you know that before the salmon is all grown up, that it's called a salmonid? I didn't know that.
Now we have A&W Port Moody. It's the great root beer, everyone. Root beer bear, I should say. Famous for their teen, mama, and papa burgers and root beer. The A&W has been a longtime family favorite. A&W is a big supporter of local charities and is also known for their regular Cruising the Dub show and Shine events. I could go for a mama burger right now.
I was going to say, how can you not put the root beer ahead of the bear? I mean, the root beer and the bear go together with A&W. Really. The frosted mug. Just saying. Following up behind the good old root beer bear and A&W. Yes, coupons are always welcome over here. We have Dance for a Change. And Dance for a Change is a nonprofit that works to generate public awareness about the abuse of trafficking women and children and to raise financial support to care for the rehabilitation of victims. Here they come with more dancing, the colorful little hair barrettes as well.
And the Tri-Cities Chamber of Commerce, representing over 1,000 local businesses. The Tri-City Chamber of Commerce is the go-to place for business information, support, and networking. And for you car fans, please take note of the replica 1936 Marlene Mercedes, originally named after the famous Marlene Dietrich. I hope I said that right.
A little bit of a sport coming up behind with the Coquitlam Moody Ringette Association. Of course, Coquitlam and Moody Ringette Association provides for a fun and safe environment for ringette players from 4 to 18 years of age. Today, they are showing off their skills and inviting spectators to an upcoming free Come and Try Ringette event.
Okay. And Knights of Columbus Archbishop Carney Assembly, established in 1882, the organization was an initiative meant to help Catholic men remain steadfast in their faith and was named after Christopher Columbus, the Catholic discoverer of America.
Tri-City News is one of the local community newspapers that delivers to your doorstep for the local residents of Coquitlam, Port Moody. The news gives you, believe it or not, the news.
Close behind, the 201 Royal Canadian Sea Cadet Crop. The Royal Canadian Sea Cadet Crop represents our local youth sea cadets. Aged 12 to 19 years old, this free program aims to develop youth in good citizenship, leadership, and to stimulate interest in the sea element of the Canadian Forces. And listen to that band.
We've got the Port Moody Foundation coming up behind, and since 1989, the Port Moody Foundation has been building endowments in the community to preserve and enhance the quality of life for today and the future of residents in Port Moody. Take a look at that little house they've got on the back of the trailer there.
Now we have the Port Moody Learning Center located at Port Moody Elementary School. The Port Moody Learning Center is a licensed daycare that has been in the area for over 11 years, serving families in the Tri-Cities. Now we have City of Port Moody Solid Waste and Recycling. I'm pretty sure they have the coolest looking solid waste and recycling trucks. The vehicles are fully automated and can be operated by a single driver. Art is in everything the city does, and this is reflected in the artwork done by local artists.
I posed for that picture.
You wish.
We've got the City of Port Moody's multi-hook lift truck. Again, another great look at city vehicles. The multi-hook lift truck, can be used to transport, haul, dump, and clear snow and ice. Perfect.
And of course, we have the City of Port Moody. Happy birthday, Port Moody. This entry says it all.
Next up is the group that Laura always wants to meet. It's the Port Moody Fire and Rescue. And the parade, of course, started with the Port Moody Fire Rescue truck, and now we have more Port Moody Fire and Rescue. We are starting to come close to the end. Thank you so much to everyone who came out today for this awesome event, 100 years of Port Moody. Only thing that would make it great is if we could have Mayor Clay jump out of the cake.
Yeah. Slowly finishing up, we need to thank Coquitlam Towing, who has been on hand to support the parade and be on call to help out if there had been any issues with vehicles or floats, but I'd say it all went perfectly.
It did. It all went perfectly. How could it go wrong when you have firefighters?